deadly courthouse shooting at noon.
Good morning once again. Welcome back home. I'm Gary Collins.
And I'm Sarah Purcell. Now, you've probably seen it in the news. There's a mysterious disease. It's killing Native Americans in the Southwest.
It has all the doctors baffled and has sent a wave of fear throughout the entire area.
Seems like it's just us Navajos, and that's what's scary about it.
It's scary because it's deadly. 13 people have died already, and no one knows why. It could be something in the food, in the water, in the air, but most likely it's a mysterious virus. And the emergency rooms are filled with anxious people.
Since there's such great uncertainty as to what this is, how you acquire it, how you treat it, and so on, I think anybody who gets any symptom of illness right now is worried they might have this, whatever this is.
Desperate to find an answer, people are turning to anyone who might be able to help.
We're going to even call on our Navajo medicine men and people who diagnose these kinds of illnesses.
Mothers are especially worried because it's hitting young children the hardest.
I just brought him in because I was afraid he might catch that plague or whatever's going around.
Let's once again join Dr. Jay Gordon in Window Rock, Arizona. Good morning, Jay.
Hi, Jay.
Good morning, Gary.
One of the things we just reported, and it was the last available information we had, was that it was hitting young children the hardest, but you're finding that's actually not the case.
No, it is not the case. That's what's so unusual. This is attacking previously healthy people in their 20s and 30s. No very young children, and only 1 or 2 very old adults. I'm standing here in front of Window Rock with Dr. Alan Craig, who's the Chief Medical Officer for the Indian Health Service at the Navajo Reservation. And later I'm going to be talking with Mr. Johnny Barbone, who is one of the Navajo medicine men. Dr. Craig, why do you think this is affecting primarily people in this age group, 20s and 30s?
That's one of the things that's very unusual about this illness. We're really not sure why it's affecting young people that are otherwise healthy. It makes it very unusual. Most infectious diseases affect younger people and older people. We really don't know the reason for it.
How long have you been working on the reservation as a physician?
I've been a physician on the reservation for 8 years.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
No, I sure haven't.
Has it caused much of a panic? How worried do people seem to be?
Well, the Indian Health Service facilities in the reservation are seeing an increase in the workload, a number of patients coming in concerned about this illness. I wouldn't say that there's a panic. I think people are very concerned and wondering very much what this is and what might be causing it.
How are you and the other physicians trying to differentiate between this and the common flu and colds that we see all year long?
Virtually all these patients have had body aches and fever, which separates them out a little bit from other people with common colds, who might have a runny nose or sore throat. We've not seen any patients with runny nose or sore throat that have this illness.
Jay,
yes,
I'm curious to ask the doctor, the 7 people who survived it, 13 people have died. Is there any clue with those 7 survivors?
We're actually studying those people very carefully. We've taken blood samples from them initially when they first presented, and we'll be comparing blood samples a few weeks from now to see if there's any change and any indication of what if there might be an infection that they suffered from.
Dr. Craig,
we're very pleased that there have been 7 survivors and they're doing well.
Dr. Craig, have we had anything since Saturday break out?
We know of no new cases since Saturday. That's very encouraging news to us.
Mm-hmm. But it's come in 7 to 10 day cycles, so people are a little concerned that this weekend there could be another outbreak. Is that right?
That's correct. We're concerned about that, though we don't really know that that's going to happen. But we are prepared for it if it does.
So many people.
This is an area.
Excuse me, Jay. I was just wondering. So many people are planning trips through that area, and what all. And I'm wondering, should there be cause for the concern?
The Indian Health Service is not recommending any travel restrictions to the Navajo Reservation. We think it's very safe to travel. We really don't think this is a very contagious disease. There have been many patients and family members and healthcare workers exposed to these patients, but actually they're doing fine. None of these people have become ill.
Yeah, people are not living in large houses. There are a lot of people who live in trailers, and the attack rate, when you get chickenpox in a small house, 90% of the people get it. What's been the attack rate in the small houses here?
We've had several patients in one household with many family members, up to 15, that have lived in close contact that have done well and have not become affected by this.
What's the traditional Navajo medical point of view on this illness, Mr. Barbone?
We mostly just rely on the doctor, but then as far as the medicine man goes, first thing is we have to check the patient, see what is the problem. How we do it is we had to go through the crystal. We had to gaze into crystal, and then also through hot ash to find out see what causes it. see if we can send it to the doctor or we can help the patient.
We're focused on viruses, infections, toxic agents. What's your focus? What do you think is causing this epidemic?
Like the old people say, and then the rest of the medicine man says that we've forgotten about the universe. We're not respecting the universe like the way it should have been. You know, like Mother Earth, we're supposed to respect the Mother Earth, and we're only supposed to eat what's given to us by the Mother Earth. But nowadays, there's too many food. A lot of these, you know, like my grandpa never heard of sweet and low. So a lot of these older people say the food, you know, a lot is artificial food. Maybe this is where it's coming from.
What about the traditions of the Native American people? Are the young people respecting these? Are they following the rules?
Well, since about 1950 on this way, more and more younger generations going to school, and so they're more adapting to the white man's way. So we, the Navajo people, the older people, the parents, I think we are kind of forgetting to teach our younger ones about the traditional ways and how to respect the Mother Earth and how we should take care of ourselves.
How long have you been a medicine man?
About 20, 25 years now.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
This is the first time, you know, all the one I treated in the past is always just something minor. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that the three of us would disagree. I think that there's something out of balance. I think that that's one of the things that we have to focus on. And the traditional doctors, the traditional medical men are going to look at their area, and the MDs are going to look at their area. And with any luck, within the next few days or few weeks, we'll have some more answers.
Dr. J,
Continued luck.
thank you very, very much. Dr. Craig and Mr. Barbone, thank you.
Thanks, Dr.
And we will continue to update the situation in Window Rock, Arizona. And also a big thank you to reporter Steve Vodney from our Phoenix affiliate, KTVK.
Yeah, that's right. Susan Powter is going to shatter the fitness myths, and that's coming up next.
You betcha.
This is the plan for the B-2 bomber. This is the structure of DNA. This is a long-distance calling plan. What do they all have in common? You can't understand any one of them. Fortunately, Sprint can decipher long distance for you. With priority service, they'll review your account and let you know if you're on the right plan. It's that easy. And this is how you call Sprint.
Now you can pay even less every day at Payless, because they've rolled back prices on some of summer's greatest women's, men's, and kids' styles. How much is even less? These leather sandals were just $15.99. Now they're even less at $12.99 every day. These leather sneakers were just $14.99. Now they're even less at $12.99. And these $14.99 can't keep them on a shelf. Kids' shoes, now just $12.99. That's less, and that's just the beginning. So come pay even less at Payless. Doesn't it feel good to pay less? Even less.
Right there. For me, looking good isn't about vanity. It's a job requirement.
Beautiful.
Even just a couple of flakes is a bad move. That's why I use Head & Shoulders Dry Scalp Shampoo. Other shampoos can strip moisture away. Head & Shoulders helps protect your scalp's natural moisture and helps prevent flakes before they start. Put it to the test and see for yourself. Head & Shoulders Dry Scalp Shampoo and 2-in-1, because beautiful hair can't have flakes.
So, Dad, how's my salad?
Great.
Here, try some bacon.
Bacon?
Better? Much better? Can I use your credit card?
Cholesterol-free Bacos makes every bite better.
Think you're pregnant? First Response has invented their easiest, most accurate pregnancy test. No cup. Just hold the tester in your urine stream. White, you're not pregnant. Pink, you are. First Response. So accurate, you can trust the result.
Joining us now is our fitness expert, Susan Powter. Hi, Susan.
Hi, Susan. How you doing?
And before you shatter some myths for us, you want to get something off your chest.
Well, you know, I've been watching Kitty. We're all family here.
Yeah.
We're family members.
Right.
And I've been seeing Kitty do these amazing things with other people's homes. And I need her help desperately.
Really?
Desperately? No.
Why?
You don't know how desperately I need her help.
How do you need her help?
Well,
It's been reported you live in this mansion.
Yeah.
Well, this is to show how true these tabloid newspapers are. I live in a 3-bedroom apartment, not a sprawling, quote-unquote, North Dallas mansion. And Gary,
We've got
it's
some
sad.
photos here. Kitty joins us. from Cherry, North Carolina.
Hi, Kitty. How are you? Help me, Kitty.
All right, maybe the idea is show her a picture.
Well,
let's have a look.
Okay.
The most amazing thing you'll see, first of all, this is a dining room. This is how I live right here. This is the this is the front of the house.
Kind of windy, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's the dining room to me.
This is the only part of the house that's been done because I just paid somebody to put some flowers in. Now let's go to the next shot here. I'll show you. This is the only piece of furniture in my living room. It's an outdoor swing, Kitty. That's it. Okay. There's the living room.
Well, but it's so rustic.
Now, wait, here's the kitchen. No, look at this. There's a few herbs on the wall, and that's it. Now, wait, keep going.
You have a stove, don't you?
Barely. Now, this sign was put up. See the sign that says you were great? My sons put that up when the first home show I ever did, which, what, a year and a half ago? My sons put that big banner up. There's a picnic table and that sign. That's it. Help me, Kitty.
This place looks abandoned. I think she's not home.
Susan, I can't wait. Actually, I'm surprised because I also read the Globe article and I thought it was a sprawling mansion, but you do need help, and you know, I think we really have some fun.
Thank you, Kitty.
We'll have some fun.
Okay.
You're going to do this. When are you going to do it? When are you available, Kitty?
Yeah, when
well, I'd love to come home and give my kids a little hug. I haven't seen them in a few days, and next week.
Okay.
Well, you come out and we'll work together. I'd love to show everybody in our audience because truly here's somebody who is, I've got a decorating problem.
Well, wait a minute, you have no problems because you have nothing to throw out.
I don't do it.
We'll see you when you get home.
Thanks, Kitty. Thanks,
okay,
Kitty.
how about some myth shattering?
Well, shattering. It's time to shatter the myth. All right. The summertime is coming, and everybody panics. You know, people panic and they think, oh, I look awful in the bathing suit. I mean, the shorts don't look good on me. And they run out and start exercising like crazy. And a lot of people are doing things that are damaging, that are ineffective. And what we want to do today is clear up some of the myths so that when you do start exercising, you can begin doing something that is really going to change the way you look and feel. And it's real important to do it right.
Okay.
It's not just getting out there and pounding, pounding, pounding.
Myth number one.
Myth number one. I hear often, well, I'm doing an aerobic activity. Twice a week, I'm going for a walk around the mall, which is fine. But if you want to change your body, the definition of aerobic is any movement at all for 30 minutes or more in oxygen. Any movement. If you do an aerobic activity 3 times a week, you change nothing. Nothing.
What?
You maintain what you have.
People have been telling me this for the longest time.
Now, if you do an aerobic activity 4 times a week, you begin to increase your metabolic rate. Now, stay with me. 5 to 6 times a week, you burn 3 times the amount of fat. So if you need to burn fat, which most of us do, the best thing to do is do an aerobic activity 5 to 6 days a week, but at a very low level of intensity.
Did you know that, Miss Purcell?
Very low level of intensity is the key here.
I thought it didn't matter as long as you did it 3 times or so a week.
No, but the point is, it's better to go at a low level of intensity for a longer period of time so your metabolism can increase and your body can burn fat.
All right, so we have shattered
in a big way.
Okay.
Don't we have a shattering noise somewhere? Didn't you have that shattering noise?
We get it at the top.
It's coming, it's coming. All right.
Number 2.
Very slowly.
All right, number 2.
People add ankle and wrist weights, and they go out there and they walk like this. They pound themselves into oblivion. Think of putting a weight on the end of your wrist, which is what people do, and swinging, which is also what people do. All you're doing is doing joint damage. You're not increasing your level of intensity. People think that when they add pounds to their wrists or their ankles that they're making the workout harder. They're not.
The other thing I noticed was it would throw me off balance when I put those weights on.
Absolutely. And it also pulls at the joints. Take the ankle and wrist weights off. And if you want to increase your level of intensity, add a hill to your walk. Add some stadium steps to your walk. Increase the pace a bit. Put your arms up and down in the air to increase the cardio pace a bit. But this adding weights to your ankles, all that does is put more stress on the body, and it does not do what people think it's doing. It can do a lot of damage and a lot of harm, which is real important.
Number 3.
Myth number 3, which we really want to make sure people understand, fat to muscle.
Turn that fat into muscle.
Turn fat to muscle?
Yeah.
Fat is fat. Muscle is muscle. If you increase lean muscle mass, you can burn more fat because lean muscle mass makes your body, it burns fuel. You want to make sure you have strong muscles, but fat is fat. And muscle and muscle.
So the muscle just gets bigger, and the fat gets burned off.
You want to make sure the muscle is burning, and the muscle is function. The muscle is functioning, and that will burn fuel separately. That too. As she pulls her jacket in.
Don't you know? I did
But the biggest myth and the most important, I got to show you this, is that you should diet and exercise. It is the biggest myth of all. Now watch this.
Well, that's what she did last
Okay,
time.
this is so important. If you are dieting, please do not exercise. It's the worst thing you can do. Worst thing. This is I know, the worst thing, guys, and let me explain why. This is a resting metabolic rate, meaning you're doing nothing. You're doing nothing. You get up, you take a shower, you get on the sofa. If you do nothing and you weigh 100 pounds, your minimum daily caloric requirement is 1,120 calories a day. That's doing nothing. If you live at a low activity level, 1,400. If a medium, 1,500. High activity level, which is what most of us live, children, husbands, jobs, running around, 1,600 calories a day is your minimum. Now, let's get a little more realistic, because who weighs 100 pounds?
I don't know.
And if you do, Sarah and I don't like you.
And if you did, why would you be fooling with us? Right.
So now, check this out. Let's say you're 160 pounds.
Yeah.
Minimum daily caloric requirement, if you are at a high activity level, is 1,900 calories a day. So can you see, if you're eating 1,000...
Even low is 1,700, yeah.
Absolutely.
So
if
you will lose what you want to lose if you do the minimum of 2,000?
Here's the answer to the myth number 4, which is the most important thing. If you are moving, you must increase your calories, you must decrease your fat, because that's what makes you fat. You'll burn fuel, you'll have the energy to do it, and you will be lean, strong, and healthy.
That's the
you
best
won't
part.
be hungry. All right.
Thank you. All right. Next, Diane Thomas's Easy Summer Party Ideas.
Imagine your skin visibly improved, even younger looking from day one.
It has to.
If we promise smoothing the appearance of tiny wrinkle lines,
It delivers.
if we promise it helps reveal young skin cells at the surface faster,
It will.
and since skin loses moisture daily, Oil of Olay reactivates skin's natural renewal process, restoring your skin's own moisture balance.
It does.
Oil of Olay. Share the results you see. 1-800-436-OLAY.
It's hot, it's square, and it's big everywhere.
Spamburger hamburger.
Just cut it like this. Real easy.
Hamburger, hamburger. Hamburger. No, hamburger.
And one can feeds 3 of you.
Or one of us 3 times.
Either way, that's a bargain.
Get Spam Luncheon Meat or Spam Light, and you've got the Spam Burger. It's one great tasting hamburger.
So sweet. So irresistible. No wonder everybody's picking California grapes. The natural snack.
Simon, my drain's clogged. Help.
Try Drain O Plus. It's so thick, so strong, so fast, it churns and busts through tough clogs.
That is a plus.
So thick, so strong, so fast. That's the plus in Drain O Plus.
I knew something must be wrong. I was getting these sharp pains, and sometimes pressure and bloating. I'm glad I asked my doctor. He said it was gas, and recommended Mylanta Gas.
Mylanta Gas. It has the best medicine for gas.
Here's a product most people have never heard about to help them through allergy season. Tylenol Allergy Sinus. Allergy relief, clear to your sinuses.
Sunday. I have just the men for the job. The Police Academy gang is back in a network television premiere.
This is not a good combination.
Who wants to go one-on-one?
It's Police Academy 6 Sunday. That was very exciting.
You know, over the years, Diane Thomas has come up with some incredibly clever ideas for us. Now she's collected the best in a book called Fun at Home.
Let's take a look at just a few of her brainstorms. Just turn to page 77, and you'll find Diane's famous Driving Miss Daisy cake.
We have a highway here. This is made out of puffed wheat. And I did it with the marshmallows, a package of marshmallows and a 1/4 of a cup of butter. Melt that and then put it over 6 cups of puffed wheat, and then you make the highway down the center.
On page 188, her bleach bottle hand wash.
When you want to turn on the water, you just unscrew the lid. You turn the water on and off by
so you release the vacuum.
That's right. Exactly.
And who can forget the rainbow and pot of gold centerpiece from page 12, using Diane's favorite ingredient, dry ice.
Here, and you see we have the rainbow is made by fruit, so we have apples and strawberries and grapes, and we have a little, the yellow is the pineapple and the oranges here. We're all set here. I put dry ice right in here. I had to have, you know, a few clouds at the end of the
We've
rainbow.
got to have the dry ice.
You do
That's
have to
a
have-
given, isn't it, Diane?
So that we make the clouds you
So
can see.
this looks like half of a wreath that you've
That is
just
half of a wreath.
And here she is, yeah, in person.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
How are you?
Great.
All right, now, among other things today, we're going to see one of your famous subjects called Kick the Ice Cream Can.
Kick the Can ice cream,
Yeah,
and it is
okay.
wonderful. From kids big and small, they love it. What
right.
you do is you start out with a 1-pound size coffee can and a 3-pound size coffee can. And then let's show you the ingredients before we go any further.
Okay.
This is what goes into the cans. We have 3/4 of a cup of whole milk, 1 cup of cream, 1/3 of a cup of sugar, 1/2 of a teaspoon of vanilla, 1 egg that's raw, this is optional, and syrups to go into it.
Chocolate or whatever, huh?
Yeah, the 1 pound and a 3-pound size coffee can with the plastic lids, the crushed ice, and 3/4 of a cup of salt or rock salt. Rock salt works the best.
So the syrup is the flavoring?
That's
Whatever
right. Or you
flavoring
could use
want.
any kind of fruit that you want.
okay.
So,
All right.
first of all, we're going to take the small can, and in the small can, I'm going to place 1 cup of cream.
Okay.
And then, Gary, if you want to put the cup of milk.
All right.
Put the cup of milk in there.
So anybody can do this?
Anybody can.
Does it have to be
1/3 of a cup of
cold? Do the
sugar.
ingredients need to be cold to start with?
It helps because you're going to...
want the egg?
You can put the egg in there.
Now, what
It's
does the egg
optional.
do?
Well, the egg just adds a little bit of cream and it kind of holds it together, and that is optional.
The egg
You
makes
don't-
it
must
yucky.
come out of the refrigerator and be really cold. So we'll
As
just
your
stir
kids
this
would
around
say.
and then add a little bit of syrup. Now, here's where you can put any kind of fruit in here. Now, if you want to freeze it a little bit faster, use like frozen raspberries.
Oh,
Okay. We have
We're
all the
making chocolate today.
We're making chocolate.
All right.
Okay, once this is stirred, we go ahead and put the plastic lid on that. Then this goes into the larger can, and you see there's about 1.5 inches of space all the way around that for the ice. So I'm going to take the ice and pack this. And while we're doing that, we'll dump a little. Do you want to put a little bit of salt in there?
Okay, there you go.
We'll go ahead and put the whole thing. Okay.
You know, your father was a forest ranger, right?
Yes, he
All right.
was.
Now, is this stuff that he would do, some of this
Well,
stuff?
we didn't do this when I was young, but we did a lot. We even made our own swimming pool when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
You did?
Oh, yeah. We made
How?
everything. We made it out of canvas, and my mom sewed it. And it took 1,000 stitches, a million stitches to make this ice cream. But we learned how to make a lot of things from things that we just had around the house.
Yeah.
And so you took it on and...
That's right. I still do exactly what I did as a kid.
Isn't that wonderful?
So now we're ready
Now,
to
what we're going to do is
kick
come
the
over
can,
here.
right?
I want you to come over here.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you, we have a special gift from the audience. This is where the fun begins. You can either sit down and roll it back and forth.
Okay, this is
or-
Beverly Nectar, by the way.
Yes. You
our
can kick it,
audience member.
and let me just show it first. Okay, Beverly, can you kick it back to me? You do it about 2 or 3 feet. Okay, you guys go
How much
ahead and
kicking
kick
do we
that.
do?
It only takes 10 minutes, and it makes the ice cream.
All right, now for the 4th of July, here's a...
This is absolutely wonderful. This is 4 rolls of toilet paper, and I want to show you the Uncle Sam before we go. And we're going to go ahead and make this for you. And to do this, all you do is take the poster board here at the bottom.
How you doing?
I got Martha from the audience to
Oh,
help.
good. Okay.
You did?
She's going to be the kicky.
I have strips of red masking tape that come all the way around the toilet paper roll. Then we'll put some more here.
Boy, a glue gun is a must.
A glue gun is a must. And then the next thing is the flesh one. We do the pink one here at the top. And as you can see, I have made eyes, and this is all the cotton balls on here. The last part is you put the top on there, of course, glue gun that on. And then the very, very top is put the brim on it. And all we have to do to finish off this Uncle Sam to go with the one that's already to go is put his jacket on. And this is just a piece of felt with 2 hands there. And we have another Uncle Sam.
That is so cute. And add the flag and you're done.
Yes.
That's darling.
Now, for the last one, this is our little dinosaur here. I've taken a bundt cake, turned the bundt cake upside down.
Our own Jurassic Park here for a
Yes.
dinosaur party.
Right here, we have the little, you see these dinosaurs? These are snowballs, and on the back of them, you had candy corns with the gumdrops here on the front and the little legs.
So
Put the dry ice on there. We have the dry ice in the middle. A plastic cup goes into the middle of that.
You put the
And the
dry ice
last.
in a plastic cup,
In a plastic cup right here, and we place that in there.
And
Go
then
ahead
you've
and
got
light the candle so we're all set. And
canned
while we're
cherries
lighting
as the topping over the bundt cake.
when you're ready to let this one go, this is great for any dinosaur party.
Okay.
Just go ahead and put the dry ice in there.
Woo! Look at that. All right, Diane.
Live volcano right here on the show.
You did it. Now let's take a look and see how the ice cream is coming here.
Well, we're still kicking away.
Well, let's take a look and see what the consistency...
Even if they're going to go ahead and kick, I have one that I did
I think
just
we have to do
before.
it later on.
Okay.